Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Manavinder Singh Taragi, and I'm the management consultant at VI2 Aircraft. Before going ahead with the presentation, I would like to introduce you to my fellow colleagues. I'll start with Mr. Benjamin Mannery, who is the recruiter consultant. Next to him is Mr. Jui Tran, who is the employee relation consultant, followed by Mr. Kwong Lee, who is the human capital consultant at V12 Aircraft. The topic of our presentation is diversity management. What is diversity? Most of you must be aware of what is diversity, but still I would like to give a brief summary about diversity. Diversity is any dimension that can be used to differentiate groups and people from one another. For example, on the basis of culture and religion, we can differentiate people from one another. Diversity management originated in US and was focused on providing equal opportunities to enhance minority groups' participation in the workforce. These policies, which focused on providing recruitment and selection, are replaced by policies with a focus on business case of diversity. Diversity management refers to organizational action that aims to promote greater inclusion of employees from different backgrounds into an organizational structure through specific policies and programs. Due to globalization of business and changes in the demographics of the labor market, diversity management and areas of diversity have gained a lot of interest among management scholars and practitioners. There are various benefits of a diverse workforce, such as when different individuals belonging to different nationalities, different cultures, with different perspectives come together, they share a slightly different opinion regarding the job and the situation they are given, which ultimately leads to the success of the organization. Secondly, in an organization, the information provided by the employees to the managers and other workers about the culture of their respective countries helps the employees and managers working in foreign countries, as they have prior information about a country's particular culture, and helps them to adjust smoothly in a country's particular environment. Diversity in a workforce leads to creativity, which ultimately leads to productivity. The more diverse your workforce, the more diverse your brainstorming, the more diverse your solutions, the more diversely productive your team. Diverse workforce also improves brand reputation. If a company is known for hiring diverse people, then the organization will have access to a larger pool of diverse workforce, which will enable the company to hire competent and qualified candidates for their particular job, which will ultimately leads to the effectiveness of the organization. Managing diversity in the workplace. The human resource management is responsible for managing diversity in the workplace. Here are some of the measures which can be taken into consideration to manage diversity in the workplace. Number one, communication. Organizations need to ensure that they effectively communicate with employees. Every employee in an organization should be able to understand the policies, procedures, and information provided to them. Two, avoid making assumptions about employees from different backgrounds. Each employee should be treated as an individual, and they should be evaluated on the basis of their performance and merit, and not on the basis of their culture and different ethnicity. Working in diverse teams let employees get to know and value one another on an individual basis, and can help break down preconceived opinion and cultural misunderstanding. Organizations should establish one standard of rule for all groups of employees regardless of background. All employment actions should follow this standardized criteria to make sure each employee is treated the same. Number 5. To build a diverse workplace, it is crucial to recruit and hire talent from a variety of backgrounds. If organization can break through bias and hire the most qualified people, those with the right education credentials, experience, and skill sets, a diverse workplace should be the natural result. Organizations that embrace diversity also need to ensure that there are policies and practices in place to protect employment rights and stay compliance with the government regulations. The problems faced by the employees in an organization. In some companies, employees get discriminated and misunderstood because of the diverse features. In a company, certain sections of the employees are facing discrimination which needs to be addressed, such as managers in China are ignoring applications of individuals with disability even when the individuals are more competent and skilled than other candidates. In the headquarters situated in Australia, the senior employees are intolerant of working with apprentices, leading to strained working relations. The human resource does not have a clear set of practices to help employees understand each other, which is leading to a communication gap among the organization, which would ultimately affect the organization in achieving its desired goals. These problems will be further addressed by my colleagues in the next segment. Now, I call upon Mr. Benjamin Manry to carry on with this presentation.
Hi everyone, my name is Benjamin Richard Mainery and I'm working as a recruitment consultant. And in this section, I'm presenting the recruitment discrimination at VI2 company. Let's consider about the current recruitment discrimination issues at VI2 aircraft company. We found that there is a lack of hiring disabled persons at VI2 aircraft company subsidiary in China. And also, the managers are actively ignoring job applications of persons with disabilities, even when their skills are above and beyond other candidates. We discovered that there are two main reasons behind these issues. According to Hemphill and colleagues 2010, the first issue is the employers are concerned about the cost of employing persons with disabilities. This indicates that the employers think that hiring disabled persons are costly rather than the prospective employees who are not disabled, in which the organization must provide the facilities to support the disabled persons to work in their organization. Second is the employers are also believe that employees will stressfully working with disabled persons, specifically if the person shows unpredictable or aggressive behaviors. In this part, the unpredictable or aggressive behaviors displayed by the persons with disabilities can occur at any time within a workplace, and this will cause other employees perceived inconveniences while they are working. Let's consider about why the VI2 aircraft company needs to recruit people with disabilities. There are some reasons to hiring disabled persons that found by some researchers. First is to develop an inclusive culture. This means that the recognition of modern culture within an organization is a reflection of diversity. For instance, nearly 25 of the workforce are from a non-English speakers backgrounds in Australia. And second reason is to benefit from innovation. For example, if the employees are know how the basic sign language that can help them to communicate with the deaf staff members, as well as increasing their effectiveness in assisting hearing impaired customers. Third reason is persons with disabilities often be better employees. For example, according to Australian Public Services Commission in 2010, 90% of persons with disabilities rated average or better on job performance. And the last reason is to recruit from the biggest pool of skills. This reflects to a skilled and keen individuals ready and willing to work. For instance, In 2015, 1 in 6 disabled person, or 16.1%, aged 15 years and over had a bachelor degree or above, up from 14.9%. Okay, everyone, this is the end of my presentation. And before I move to my colleague, we will play a game. It's called M&M's Jamboree Game. And I will explain how to play after our presentation is finished. Thank you.
Hello everyone, welcome to my presentations. My name is Zui, I'm an employee relation consultant. I'm here to present the current issues that VI2 aircraft company currently face in terms of age discrimination. And I would like to propose an activity to address these issues. So, as you already know, VI2 aircraft company operates in different countries over Australia. Therefore, it's very important for the company to build and implement a proper diversity management system to manage its diverse workplace. As a consultant, I can see that one of the critical issues that VI2 aircraft company currently face is age discrimination. In case if you don't know what is age discrimination, in short, is either unfavorable treatment of an employee due to their age, and the types of discriminations happen in almost every workplace. According to the company, at its headquarters, there's a conflict between employees from different generations, as senior level employees show an intolerant attitude toward working with newcomers, and this has caused a negative working relationship. The intolerance shown by senior employees toward working with younger employees can be attributed to two main reasons. In terms of stereotypes, young employees are often characterized as immature, unreliable, and inexperienced. As a result, the negative stereotype can lead to the discriminations against young employees, as senior staff do not trust their younger counterpart to cooperate with them. Another reason that contribute to discriminatory practice against young employees is that senior level employees are often more mature and confident in their skills than younger workers. This mindset is essential in order to get things done more efficiently and correctly. As a result, younger employees are treated less favorably by their senior because of assumption that they are immature and unreliable. The discriminatory practice could put unnecessary pressures on younger employees, and eventually this would cause them to be demotivated over time. This does not only affect the company but also the productivity as well as job satisfactions of the employees. As a consultant, I suggest VI2 aircraft company to develop programs that support younger workers. In particular, the company should consider offering cross-generational mentorships. Cross-generational mentorship will pair employees from different generations with the purpose of promoting mutual learning between them. In order to deliver the cross-generational mentorship programs, certain resources are required. The mentoring session requires senior level employee mentoring a newer or less experienced employees. During the session, the senior worker is expected to transfer knowledge and skill to their younger counterparts. Thus, it will strengthen the employee bond as well as eliminate skill gaps. All participants who involved in the mentoring session will be recognized as mentor and mentees. In other words, a senior or more experienced employees will act as mentors, while a junior or trainees will take the roles as mentees. However, it's important to note that participants need to come from different generations. In addition to this, seeing the COVID-19 pandemic hit, we cannot meet face to face and mostly we are on video calls. Thus, it's very important to take into consideration video apps to use during the COVID-19 pandemic. I highly recommend the company to use Zoom Meeting since this app is free and is mostly for business use. After its mentoring sessions, VI2 aircraft companies should get feedback from the participants to see if the mentoring program was helpful and if there are any issues or concerns, then the company should resolve and make changes as soon as possible. This is the end of my presentations. Next, Barry will present his part about human resources practice in V2 aircraft company.
Hello everyone, my name is Tuấn Cường Lê. I'm the Human Capital Consultant, and at the final part of today's presentation, I will talk about the current problem related to human resource practice at the VI2 company. So after exchanging information and observe the operation of VI2 company, we noticed that there are some problems with human resource practice of the company as because of their lack of activities to help employees connect, and this will affect the company performance. But first of all, to solve this problem, we need to understand clearly some points here. Let's have a look at the role of human resource department and HR practice. First, human resource management is always a critical part of any organization. Kaliskan 2010 indicate that organizations might gain their performance in productivity, quality, financial performance, and more if they have a successful policy and practice in human resource management. Second, improve the commitment of the employees to the mission and value of the organization is one of the main goals of human resource management. Moreover, one of the primary measures for relations between employees is the satisfaction, and only when an employee is satisfied, the commitment can be assured. However, staff and employees at the company do not understand each other currently. Therefore, the human resource department at VI2 aircraft company is not operating effective and need to change to help the company develop. Now is the importance of employees interaction. Follow Turaga 2019, talking or making a conversation is one of the fundamental ways that people interact with each other, and people use this method for the interaction purpose, not only in the workplace but also in social life. Furthermore, many researchers indicate that communications is the lifeblood of any organization, and it is the key for an organization to succeed. For example, the key to achieve a 165,000 employees worldwide of French car company Peugeot is the interaction within the organization through meetings. Finally, based on the analysis above and the current situation of the VI2 aircraft company, here are some of our advice and solutions. About the human resource department, they should changing their perspective and begin to put their focus on improving the interaction between employees. About how to improve the employee interaction, especially communication, the company can consider some suggestions below. First, increase and strengthen the number of teamwork. As Wu, Liu, Zhao and Zhou 2017 mentioned that we could give a task related to solving conflict to a team to improve and strengthen the communication between them. Second, follow the example of the French car company Peugeot. VI2 company could conduct monthly meetings with a different topic about work or life between employees and management to share ideas, information. Finally, create a forum within the organizations for employees where they can talk to others and ask questions frequently. So the presentation is finished. Thank you all to being here today and listen until the end. I hope that the information and analysis of our team can contribute to VI2 aircraft company and help the company to grow stronger.